Hi and welcome back to Psycholo Gaming. I'm Psycholo and we carry on with our Mannfred von Carstein campaign today. So in the last episode we came down to the south and pretty much annihilated the Skaven that lived in Cragmere and Carag Droma, Clan Ferric. So now I think what we'll do is come north. We took over Essen last episode because it was raised, but I think now that we've started to go north, we should really carry on. And I think Drycha is the one to go for because it's got quite a bit of territory.
This better be important.
Ooh,
What I might do though, Drycha is powerful because she'll probably have decent units like tree men and all sorts, and our units are not very good at the moment. So let's bring Zacharias back for a moment. And what can we recruit? I think what we should do is probably get rid of some direwolves, or all our direwolves actually, and go for Black Knights. Because the upkeep isn't that much more. And Black Knights are just better. You know, they're armoured, unshielded and anti-infantry. And some spearmen will be good as well, because Drycha is quite large and they've got anti-large. So let's go for those two.
Ready.
Add the vampire in and that makes 18, so 2 more on the next turn. And what we'll do with Mannfred, let him heal up a bit and then bring him north. We might have to recruit someone to manage the Zufbar province, or our territory in the Zufbar province, just to keep public order in check. And I think that's all we can do for this turn, so let's head on into the next turn. Oh, a stranger comes, a cloaked stranger from the mist-shrouded land of Albion approaches with a request. He is of sinister aspect, but assures you his intentions are good. The income would be good, the dark magic, but chaos corruption is a pain. Although it is only for 5 turns, but I think vampire corruption is much better, and we need it to help with Essen and the Zufbar region. So let's refuse a creature. That's what Mannfred would do. He wouldn't let this unknown entity enter his borders. So refuse a creature. You can actually build it for Oberstein as well. So let's
It is night. I assent.
get our vampire into this army. How much will that cost? Let's do it. We need our territory upgrading as soon as possible. And let's go for... yeah, let's go for Black Knights. And then... let's go for some zombies. So it's under dark magic. Yeah. Let's go for zombies. We can always replace them later on. We need to bring Zacharias back to Essen as well. I think that's it for this turn. Let's go into the next one. And the next one we'll recruit Waldecker, recruit a lot of zombies for him, and then bring Mannfred up. Because as vampire count, sometimes you do need to do that, especially with territory that doesn't have high vampiric corruption. You do need to babysit it with armies. And with the vampire count as well, you might have noticed, you do have to start the campaign slow. You can't just steamroll into territory because your units aren't that great. I mean, you've got powerful lords and powerful monster units, but we can't replace them at the moment. Our recruitment and our territory, it's just, we need time to build it up. Therefore, you have to be selective about who you attack, and you also need overwhelming numbers to destroy powerful opponents like Drycha, and the dwarves can be a bit annoying as well. So sometimes you do have to play quite strategically as a vampire character, and I do like that. I think the game is more interesting. Plus, because it's difficult to defeat enemies like Drycha, it makes the game more interesting as well. You know, you're not just steamrolling across the entire map, you're having to think strategically, and it does make the game more fun. So yeah, let's end this turn and hopefully start some battles soon. Master of the Putrid Horde, contained within the secrets of hoarding together, quite literally a rotting horde of zombies. Upkeep minus 100% for zombies, which makes them cheap. So let's hire.
Thou darest.
Let's take Mannfred out and hire Voldiker. He can come back because upkeep is a lot cheaper. Well, it's not cheaper, sorry. We don't pay dark magic basically to recruit him because we've already recruited him once before. And let's pack him out with some zombies. We're not taxing the province at the moment, are we? Just thinking, is Mannfred helping with corruption at all? I don't think he is anymore.
Strike out.
It's going to take him forever to get there, so let's put him on march and take him up there.
Yes.
2 turns and we're going to have a rebellion apparently. Hopefully not. Excellent. And we might as well put Zacharias back into Essen.
This night.
Oh, we can get Cursed Pastures, we can get Growth. I think Income and Public Order is probably best here. So let's go for Income and Public Order. And we can research new technology. So, Defile of the Ancient Barrows is another good technology because upkeep for Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen is minus 100%. So again, cheap units. And we do get plus 10 armor and recruitment cost for Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen, minus 10% on technologies that precede Defile of the Ancient Barrows. So let's make our way towards that. And I think that's all we can do for this turn. So let's head on into the next one. We've got an imminent rebellion going to happen in Zufbar.
It is night. More sleep shines.
We should be able to fight off a rebellion with just what we've got here, to be honest with you. So,
I'll take.
to be honest, what we could do is just bring Mannfred back for a minute. Let the rebellion generate, and then destroy it with Mannfred and move Mannfred on his merry way up north. All it will cost us is a turn. Unless the rebellion generates at Quagmire, in which case it'll probably take it. But I don't think it does. I think it goes for the more built up territory in your province. I'm not actually sure. That could be interesting. And Drycha's left, but still his army's not great. Oh, who was that? That's good. So Ostermark, Ostland, and von Carstein. Oh, with quite a few people, aren't you? And your garrison. Your garrisons are quite good. Malevolent Dryads. Malevolent Dryads are just annoying. They're quite decent infantry. So let's head on to the next turn and deal with this rebellion. So the rebellion did appear.
I hunt. We shall rise.
There's no point fighting this, so auto resolve. Dominate the captives, and we've killed the rebellion. Oh, Mannfred got a skill point out of it as well. It's quite good. So now we can get magical animus. And
The true von Carstein.
we did unlock a regiment of renown, but the Königstein Stalkers, skeleton warriors, quite decent.
Darkness comes.
We could upgrade Kragmir for Oberstyre. Actually needs a garrison, so let's go with that. So upkeep isn't too bad. The shielded and he's got poison attacks as well. I think what we'll do is we'll give them to Zacharias' army, because he doesn't really have any decent units at this point, so giving him a decent unit of infantry just means he's a bit more powerful. And Waldeker's doing well. So yeah, hopefully 2 turns and we can attack Drycha. We've got all our troops together. So let's head on into the next turn and see what happens. Foolish from glory, they say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. They say you're a fool. We're not really going to recruit anything at this point, so let's go with, we'll see who is the fool and get +5 to leadership for all armies, because leadership is an issue for us. If we don't have good enough leadership, our troops tend to crumble and fall apart.
You dare.
We've got a skill point for Zacharias, so let's go with the hunger. So he regenerates a little bit in battle. And let's now go for garrison. Can we go for garrison? No, not yet. Garrison on the next turn, I think. We could actually recruit a necromancer there as well. And the right king here. We should have recruited necromancer while Mannfred was down there, but too late now. Too late because I'm not waiting for a necromancer before I attack Drycha's army, so what we can do
This night.
recruit the necromancer. So we've got Bruno, confident, determined, immune to psychology and leadership, charge bonus and weapon strength. Let's go for Casper.
Your wish, master.
Bring
This
Casper up.
will be fun.
And then once he's in position, we'll probably lose a unit or two that he can replace them.
It is night.
And let's end the turn and carry on. Bond of Bones. Speaking this dark magic mantra will bring forth yet more skilly to remain. So minus 10% for skeleton models and skeleton spearman units in terms of recruitment cost. Not bad.
I grow impatient.
I know, we'll be battling soon.
I will not betray you.
On the next turn we'll be battling Mark and Ostland. They seem to be attacking Drycha's army as well.
The nation calls. Praise Sigma.
Got quite a lot of troops. Azag's not doing too well either. Anyway, we're in position. We've just got 3 territories, so it must be these 3. So let's attack Drycha here at Mordheim, and then Needling, and then come back north for Griffinwood. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I wanted to see what she's got. So yeah, this is the problem with Drycha's army and why you need overwhelming numbers. Because the Malevolent Branch Wraith Shadows, in terms of wizards, are very good. Glade Captains are quite good. Drycha herself is quite a powerhouse. But then you've got units like the Malevolent Treemen, which are really tough as well. Giant Wolves and Cave Bats are fine to deal with. Malevolent Tree King can be annoying. So she's got some decent units in her arsenal that they just require a lot of damage to be dealt them. So let's head on into next turn and start our war with Drycha.
I hunt. What do
So
you
we've got a
want?
skill point on our vampire. So let's get Spirit Leech upgraded a little bit. We'll need it in the coming battles. Wolframs in the area as well. So
I'll
let's take
take
Mannfred out of
Sigmar's
the stance. Siegfried is here as well from
I will alone.
Vlad's army.
No.
Let's bring Zacharias to the
More
border.
sleep time.
And I think,
What?
wondering what we could. That's in Griffinwood, that's why.
Darkness comes.
Let's attack Drycha. Declare war.
Bring war. Destroy them.
So balance of power is not on our side. Quite a lot of malevolent dryads, eternal guard. Decent hit points on all these units. That's what makes them formidable, because you just got to have overwhelming numbers. Right, let's fight the battle and see how it goes. Right. At least our reinforcements are coming from the rear and not the other side of the map, because that can sometimes be highly annoying. And what I'm hoping for, I would prefer Drycha to come to us. Might not happen,
I'll cure
probably
this
won't
plague.
happen, but that's what I would prefer. Because the balance of power is in her favour, she might prefer to come to me. It doesn't look like that's going to happen though, does it?
I hunger.
Let's get all our troops in the same group. Let's get our lines formed as well. Don't want our lines to be too large, because leadership penalties will mean crumbling starts to take place. So let's get
Swift as death's wings.
our troops into position.
Crossbows ready,
And
General!
crossbowmen, let's have you,
No lingering! Yes, sir! Quickly!
and let's speed this up as well. Get our troops into position quicker. And there's the army of Drycha in all its glory. See, they're already starting to fire off some spells. Balance of power is a lot different than what it was pre-battle. And the battle begins. We might need to just send in our troops. Otherwise we're going to take damage while we wait. But not that fast, Sparkles. And where's that eagle gone?
Witness true power. These lands are mine. I will not fail.
Let's send our cavalry into the Glade Guard.
Well, preternatural.
Cavalry out. Archers. Oh, crossbowmen after the Glade Guard.
Suffer death!
Is there anything in particular that we can go after here?
I mean, brutal all! Yes! Swiftly!
I hunger! Curse of years!
Drycha's in play
Waiting
now.
orders!
Drycha's in play down here. There she is.
End them!
I do like the look of Drycha. And there we go with Zacharias getting a good hit in there. Go Zacharias, go. Taking damage.
Back into my will!
And Mannfred. He's still using the Amber Trance. No, too far away. But we can do Spirit Leech. And Spirit Leech with
They are using
Blood magic!
our Vampire. Send more troops onto this flank. Or onto the flank. Vampire Lord needs moving out of there. Get Zacharias out.
Swiftly! With haste!
Where's Mannfred? Oh, Mannfred in here.
I am the greatest sorcerer!
Move Zacharias out for a bit.
Attend me!
And Spirit Leech.
The gash was weak! Witness true power!
Send our Black Knights after the Deepwood Scouts. More magic.
My dominion! Brutal all!
Spirit Leech.
Curse of undead!
Want to deal with as many of these hero units as possible. I don't want them, you know, staying alive for a long period of time. Let's get our crossbowmen after the Glade Guard missile units, actually. Don't want you going too far.
Thy
It's
servant!
not doing too badly.
Attack
Yeah.
the mortals!
Not doing too badly at all.
Rip their souls out! With haste!
Right, send Zacharias back into battle. And kill him off. Just took a hit from someone, Mannfred did.
Swift as death's wing!
Just took a huge hit point hit.
Attack!
Deepwood Scouts come out. Black Knights can come out now, and
Quick march!
Find me if you dare!
Bring death! Slaughter them!
Drycha's taking damage, which is good. And she's retreating.
Mannfred von Carstein! The gift of death!
So even if Drycha leaves, this is a settlement battle, which means she'll be defeated anyway. So we might as well just let her go. And let's start healing up our units. Just a little bit.
Portals away. All life must end. Attack! Slaughter them!
Ah!
And what can we do now?
Empower me! Swift after its wings! Preternatural!
Get them!
Let's regenerate a little bit of magic. Drycha's come back for another turn.
To war!
Don't go too far from the main battle. Starting to take a lot of damage now on our troops. Drycha needs to go.
Vampire!
Where is she? Have we defeated her? Excellent if we have. No, there she is. Still at least could have just done her in them.
Address me as master!
We're starting to do quite a bit of damage now. Good, decent damage. We have lost our vampire though.
Attack the mortals! We surpass Nagash! Harvest them, Empire Lord!
Death to the enemy!
So hopefully we can... It'll be a costly battle, I think. We always knew it was going to be costly. But hopefully, once we've defeated them, we take...
And the true Emperor! Swift as death's
We
will!
take the territory. The enemy lord is wounded. Drycha's gone.
Crossbowman!
This could be the turning point.
The gift!
Just keep it going. Yes, just keep it going.
Taking aim! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Right, heal up what we can heal.
At your command!
Crossbows ready, General!
That malevolent man would have to come back, wouldn't it?
Nagash was weak! Witness true power!
Let's get our Black Knights after the Gley Guard. And as for you, Malevolent Tree Man, I'm sending the Vargulf and Mannfred. And Zacharias after you. Not letting you escape. Not this time.
What? Defend me! Blood kiss for them! Very well. Thy serve me! I thirst!
Ready!
Night has fallen! Empower me!
Doing quite well. I'm very happy.
My dominion over all! These lands are mine!
Our crossbowmen have
Mannfred von Carstein!
taken too much damage. They're starting to
Address me as master and death for all!
they're retreating. And Helmet Discord. Malevolent Tree Man's nearly dealt with. Once the Malevolent Tree Man's dealt with, we have plenty of trees to deal with the rest. Maybe. Kinda. Hopefully.
What us the target?
I hope.
All life must end!
Malevolent Tree Man! Yeah, Malevolent Tree Man's dealt with, and army losses have now set in. Costly battle, but we've won it. So, end battle. So, Pyrrhic victory! And the dead do rise again. We get some of our troops back. And quite a bit of loot. And Drycha's army is defeated. Completely gone. Ooh, the Obsidian Amulet. Excellent. So let's go ahead and occupy. So, Destroyer of Dryads. The forest's most embittered wargrove could not overcome you. The Briar Maven of Woe is felled. Her hate-filled spirit is erased from the world. So we're immune to Athelorian and Awakened Forest attrition and Public Order -5 for local enemy province for Mannfred, which is great. And we killed a bunch of Drycha's heroes. However, we did lose our vampire. So this jet black amulet is said to contain a bound engine who will deflect enemy magic. So magic resistance for Mannfred's gone up, and obsidian trinket for Zacharias, magic resistance 10%. So the barest essence of an engine captured within black obsidian is enough to weaken enemy spells.
My blood
Let's
calls.
get Zacharias garrisoned,
Impress me.
and
I hunt.
we can. Let's get a recruitment building. Actually, let's get a Sinister Corpse and start recruitment. And let's get Mannfred's army back up to full roster.
Better be important.
Some zombies. We're gonna need to get Zacharias' army back up to full capacity as well.
More sleep, child.
Actually, for Mannfred, we are thinking of bringing in the Necromancer, aren't we? So we don't need all of them.
Thine right is mine.
And the Wargrave, Griffinwood. Sorry, not Wargrave. Well, that's the name of the faction. Griffinwood does not have a garrisoned army. Nagenhof's been taken over by Ostland, so it's Needling next, and
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
perhaps we'll have enough firepower with just Mannfred's army. Depends what Drycha recruits. And who knows if Ostermark and Ostland are after Griffinwood. They might go and attack it next now Drycha's no longer around.
This night.
So yeah, let's end the turn. That was a good battle. Tough battle, but a good one. So yeah, end the turn and let's see what happens on the next one. So got the Lamian Sisterhood have made an appearance.
Darkness comes. Welcome, kin. You must want something.
Oh, I think they've been wiped out. Yeah, they don't have a province.
Welcome, kin. You must want something. It better not be my head.
We'll have a non-aggression pact with you, but I would have thought they would have confederated with us. But no. Nope. Don't want to confederate. And Drycha's made an appearance. We've got no chance of taking Griffinwood, though. Not with what we've currently got, and the damage we've taken.
What do you want?
So, depending on what she can... Oh, she can recruit malevolent tree men. I hate malevolent tree men.
Raise Sigma.
What can we actually...
I grow impatient.
You know what we might do? Bring Zacharias over.
Important.
How far away is our necromancer?
It is night.
You dare. What? My bloodline calls.
And then on the next turn, go for Drycha at Griffinwood. Now that we've got our armies back to near enough full strength.
Thine right is mine.
Oh, could take out Needling, but... I think we might go for Griffinwood, depending on what she recruits and what we can see. So, yeah, let's end the turn and see what happens. Feasting on the small folk of vampire within your domain is needlessly feasting on the peasantry. They die in horror in their hamlets, leaving their pathetic farms unattended. If mortals become so fatalistic, then we risk an uprising. The terror must be balanced. Let's take a land. Mannfred would not like dissent in his territory. He wants order. Now let's bring in our
What do you want?
necromancer.
I'll take Sigmar's throne. It is night.
And we'll go for Griffinwood on the next turn. I think Wolfram is going to deal with Needling, so we have no concern there. Let's take tax away from this province before public order becomes such a issue.
More sleep, child.
We've still got a vacant spot in Karag Dromar to fill. So yeah, let's end the turn. On the next turn we also get plus 10 armour for our Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen, which will come in handy if we do go into this battle with Drycha. So let's end the turn and hopefully take out Griffinwood on the next turn. Oh, an enemy within one of your spies who flits between the courts of mortal men seems to be straying from his appointed task. He is being that still breathes, but craves the red kiss. Perhaps the visit is in order to remind him whom he serves. Let's snap his neck. Mannfred would not tolerate people who are not doing the job, so snap his neck. And we also got technology research, so distribute to grave gift. The armour many soldiers are buried with is brought back to the surface, a gift from the grave. So plus 10 for Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen, which is good. Means our troops can last that a little bit longer.
Yes.
And
This night.
let's move Zacharias into position.
Ready.
And Mannfred.
Obliterate.
So what does Drycha actually have? Oh, another malevolent tree man. Why not? And a grey eagle. And another malevolent tree man. Just because she can.
Destroy them.
So we're going to encircle. And what I'm thinking is this episode is quite long, so I'm probably going to end it here for this episode. In terms of the next episode, tune in to see what we do with Griffinwood, whether we decide to battle or retreat. And if you've enjoyed this episode, then please comment, like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.